All right, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back to another video, and today what I have for everyone is my full review of the Skullcandy Sesh Evo truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. So hopefully by the end of this video here today, you guys and gals will know whether or not if these earbuds are worth picking up. Alright, so I'm going to also share my opinions and my overall experiences with y'all as well. But that's the main goal of this video, to figure out if these earbuds are truly worth picking up. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now starting off, when we talk about these earbuds, the first thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall build quality and design. Now build quality wise, these bad boys are built primarily out of your different combinations of plastics. So you can see we got our glossy hard shell plastics around the interior and around the outside. Then we got our silicone plastics for the ear tips, and we got a matte plastic for the physical clicky buttons here. All right, so this is primarily built out of your different combinations of plastics, and that does a variety of different things. But the main thing that does is that allows these earbuds to be extremely lightweight, meaning that they are extremely comfortable for extended listening sessions. All right, now talking about the overall design, I have to say I really do like the design of these earbuds as well. As you can see, if I turn it to the side, they're built to kind of conform to your earlobe, and to me these actually fit perfectly. Okay, so in terms of the overall build quality and design, I have to say Skullcandy did a top-notch job with these. So in terms of the overall build quality, it is top-notch in my opinion. In terms of the overall design, it is also top-notch in my opinion as well. All right, now let's move on. Up next now, let's talk about the overall core features in these earbuds right here. Okay, core feature number one, these bad boys incorporate Bluetooth 5.0 technology on board, and it has a standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. Okay, good stuff there. Not the latest and the greatest, but it does work and it's very reliable. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Core feature number two, these bad boys are IP55 sweat and water resistance. So that's the basically the minimum water and sweat resistant for you to be able to take these bad boys to the gym. And I have taken these on many a workout and they work perfectly fine. Okay, so that's the second core feature. They're IP55 sweat and water resistant. Okay, all right, core feature number three, you can find these earbuds with Tile integration. So if you download the Tile app, these earbuds do have a Tile integrated chip. So as long as either the earbuds are charged or the case is charged, there's no way that you can lose these earbuds. So that's core feature number three. They have Tile integration. All right. Core feature number four, and I already touched on this in the build quality and design area, these bad boys have a physical clicky button built into them, so there's no need to fight with integrated touch controls or anything of that nature, because you have a physical clicky button. That's core feature number four. All right, core feature number five, the charging case on these bad boys have built into them, say it with me, USB Type-C. So say it with me, y'all. One cable to rule them all, USB Type-C, all the things. So now when I'm leaving the house, all I need to grab is one USB charging cable and we're good to go. So that's a nice solid core feature right there, and that's core feature number five. All right. Also, to go along with that is core feature number six. These bad boys have quick charging built into them. So 10 minutes of charge will get you 2 hours of overall usage. And that makes these ideal for gym workouts. So if you forgot to charge the buds and you have like a 10-minute ride to the gym or a 20-minute ride to the gym, that quick little charge will give you enough battery to get through your workouts. All right. So that's core feature number 5. These bad boys have quick charging built in, and a 10-minute charge will give you 2 hours of usage. And the last core feature, one of my absolute favorites, something that I feel compelled to point out in all of my earbud videos, these earbuds give you the ability to use them in true stereo mode or independent mode. So you can use these earbuds, both earbuds at a time, or you can use these earbuds one earbud at a time, which give you the ability to hypermile the battery life so you can get maximum battery life out of these. So that is a really solid core feature, and I always feel compelled to point it out. So these earbuds do give you the ability to use them in stereo mode and or independent mode. All right, and I do believe that goes over all of the core features. So now let's keep it moving. Let's jump into the next categories. Up next, the next category I want to talk about with everyone is the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these. Now, if you want a more live reaction-based video where you can see my reaction and my opinions in real time, please feel free to check out my fit and sound demo that I did on these. I'll link up all of my extended coverage on these down below in the video description, along with all of the affiliated buy links on these as well. All of that good stuff will be linked up down below in the video description. So if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. But talking about the overall sound quality, volume, and the bass on these, I have to say, in terms of the overall sound quality, it's good. Now, I did notice some distortions at max volume, but at minimum and at medium and minimum volume, these are really good. But I did notice some distortion, a lot of distortion at max volume. So that's why I would say the sound quality on these is just good. Jumping over to the volume, I would say the volume on these is top notch. Okay, top notch indeed. With these set to 50% or better, I can completely drown out my surroundings and fully immerse myself in what I'm trying to do with the earbuds. So whether I'm trying to listen to one of my favorite R&B or hip hop playlists, or I'm trying to binge watch my favorite shows on Netflix or Hulu, these earbuds give me the ability to do that. Okay, so the overall volume on these is top notch. Now, talking about the overall bass on these, I would have to say the overall bass on these is really good. Now, I would have said top-notch bass on these because the bass, you can really feel it, but I had to downgrade it to really good because I found that when I'm watching TV shows or movies, it tends to accentuate the bass while minimizing the vocals. So if I was watching something like the latest season of Stranger Things, I found that in action scenes where music is playing, it tends to pump up the bass and the volume on the music, but it turns down the vocals on the actor or actress, thus kind of making it difficult for me to hear what's going on and taking away from my immersion from the show. Now, I alleviated this by putting the earbuds into movie mode, but honestly, these need to be balanced out of the box. So you really shouldn't feel the need to mess with any type of EQ modes. It should come in a really good, decent mode out of the box. So that to me downgraded the bass on these from top notch to really good. Okay, so recapping, the overall sound quality on these is good. The overall volume on these is top notch, and the overall bass on these is really good. Okay, really good indeed. Now let's keep it moving. Up next now, let's talk about the overall mic quality, or i.e. the overall microphone performance. Now, this is a category where I have to say Skullcandy has done a great job. Now, try as I might, I could not figure out how many microphones are built into the earbuds. So I don't know if it's 2, 3, 4, 1. I went through all of the user manuals. I went online to their website. I went through all of the digital user manuals, and I couldn't find how many microphones are in the earbuds. So I'm sorry. I know I usually tell you guys and gals how many microphones are in the earbuds. Couldn't find it on these. But that being said, the overall microphone performance on these is top notch. Whether I was dictating text messages or emails with any of my devices, didn't have any issues. And if I was taking phone calls, whether it be video phone calls or regular traditional phone calls, callers said I sounded very loud, crisp, and clear as if I don't have earbuds in my ears. So that's about as good a praise as you can get from any earbuds. Now, if you would like to hear how these mics on these earbuds sound for yourself, I did do a dedicated microphone test video, and I will have that linked up down below in the video description along with all of my other coverage. But the microphones on these are top notch in my overall opinion. Okay, top notch indeed. All right, now let's move on and talk about the pairing steps with these earbuds. Now, there are two ways that you can pair up these earbuds, and I'm going to demonstrate the easiest way for you guys and gals here today. And I'm going to do it on an iOS device. You can see I got my iPhone XS, and I'm going to do it on an Android device. So you can see I have my Moto G Power 2020 right here, and I'm not using the Galaxy S10e in this video here today because I'm using that to record the video in 720p with external audio hooked up. I do have my lapel clip-on microphone hooked up today, so please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. As always, all feedback is greatly appreciated. But let's get into demonstrating these pairing steps. Now, there's two different ways that you can put these earbuds into pairing mode. Way number one is you can power on the earbuds by holding them for 4 seconds. Okay? You'll get a little audible notification letting you know powered on. You keep holding it for 5 more seconds and it will automatically go into pairing mode. All right? And you'll know it's in pairing mode because you'll get an accompanying red and blue flashing LED right here on the earbuds. Okay? That's how you know the earbuds are in pairing mode. Another way you can put the earbuds into pairing mode is by dropping them in the case, making sure that they're seated properly and they're charging. Then you take them out of the case and they will automatically go into pairing mode. That's the easiest way that I found to put these earbuds into pairing mode, and that's what I'm going to be demonstrating here today on my iOS and my Android device. All right, so first things first, let's drop the earbuds in the case and make sure they start charging properly. So you just line up the magnetic pins here. So let's line up the right, and you can see it's charging, and let's line up the left, and you can see it's charging. Then you want to just close it, let it sit for a second, and let's prep our devices. So let me line up my iOS device here. Let me see if I bring my face around. Okay, didn't catch it. Let me try it again. There we go. So first things first, we're going to put our iOS device into pairing mode. So we're going to swipe down on the right. Boom. Brings up our quick toggles. And you can see the Bluetooth is already turned on. Then we're going to press it. It's going to take us into the sub Bluetooth settings. We're going to press it again. Take us here into the quick sub Bluetooth settings. And we're going to tap down here at the bottom to take us into the main Bluetooth settings. All right. Now you can see we're in the main Bluetooth settings on our iOS device. And you can see that it's scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices. All right. So let's rest this down. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing on our Android device. So we're going to light it up, unlock it, okay? Swipe down from the top twice, bring up our quick toggles. You can see the Bluetooth is already on. Gonna press and hold to take us into the Bluetooth subsettings menu. Right here at the top, we're gonna tap on pair a new Bluetooth device. So tap on that, and now our device is in Bluetooth pairing mode, and you can see it's scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices. All right. Now, the next thing that we have to do is just open the case and take the earbuds out. And it really doesn't matter which earbud you take out first. It doesn't matter. So we're going to take out the right, and then we're going to take out the left. Okay. And y'all can see they're going to pair up. Now that happened pretty quickly. And then it's going to automatically go into pairing mode. And you can see we got our red and blue flashing LED right here. Okay, so we're going to do Android first. So on our Android device, all we're going to tap on is this right here, the Sesh Evo. You don't need to tap on the Sesh Evo LE. That's what you're going to use if you're using the companion app. And unfortunately, the companion app does not work for the Sesh Evos. All right, so we're just going to tap on the Sesh Evo itself, not the Sesh Evo LE. Okay, it's going to start the pairing process, and you're going to see we got a pairing confirmation dialog box. So we're going to tap pair to confirm, and it's going to pair right up. Okay, and you can see on our newer Android devices, in the subsettings, we get the connected device with an active status and a battery percentage. And if I go home and swipe down to my quick toggles again, you can see we got our connected device and the battery percentage. That's how you connect it up on your Android device. Now we're going to turn off Bluetooth, and we're going to redo the steps on our iOS device. It's pretty much going to be the same thing. It's just going to look a little bit different on iOS. Okay, so we could turn this off now. All right, now we just want to redo the same steps. So we're going to take the buds, put them back in the case, make sure they start charging. Boom, that's 1. It's charging up. Boom, that's 2. It's charging up. Close the case. Let it sit for a second. Okay, that's good. Open the case. Take the earbuds out. And again, it doesn't matter which one we take out first. So we're going to take this one out. Then we're going to take this one out. All right, and you're going to see they're going to connect. And then they're automatically going to go into pairing mode. So you can see it flash blue, meaning they connected. Now we're just going to wait a couple seconds for them to automatically go into pairing mode. All right, so we're going to wait. It's going to take about 5 seconds. Okay, so about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they should take a little bit longer. And there it goes. So you can see it's now in pairing mode. And we have our flashing red and blue LED, indicating that it is indeed in pairing mode. Now, if you put these in your ear, you will get audible prompts. So it will tell you powered on, it will tell you pairing mode, and it will tell you paired. Once it's connected to your device, it will tell you paired. But on our iOS device here, you can see it scanned for nearby devices. And again, we just want to tap on the Sesh Evo right here. It's going to pair right up. And you can see it's connected to our iOS device. All right. Now, I just want to give y'all a quick test of the latency and the connection speed. And then we're going to keep it moving on to the next part of the video. So first thing I want to do is turn down the audio. Make sure it's muted. I don't want to get any copyright infringement. Then I want to pull up YouTube Music here. Okay. I'm going to pull YouTube Music up. And I'm just going to start playing some of the music that I was playing earlier. So yeah, we got some of that coffee right here. Let's play that. And you can see the music is playing. All right, so now the audio is coming out of both earbuds at the same time in stereo mode. You can see it right there. The music is playing. You can see the timeline. Now, let's say you were doing something and you wanted to use the earbuds one at a time. It really doesn't matter which earbud you want to use. So let's say you wanted to use the right one by itself. All you had to do was take the left one, put it back in the case, boom, close it. It's still connected up to the right, and you can see the playing did not stop at all. So it's a very seamless transition from using one earbud at a time to using both earbuds together. It's very seamless. So you can see right now we're streaming the music through the right earbud. Okay, now let's say you wanted to go back to stereo mode. All you have to do is open it up, take the left earbud out. You can see it flashed blue. It's reconnected, and you can see the music is still playing. Again, very seamless, no breaks in the music, no pauses. All right, and we could do the same thing with the right. So let's say I wanted to play the music out of the left, take the right one, drop it back in the case, close it, and it's still playing the music through the left. Okay, again, no breaks, no pauses, very, very seamless, no issues at all. So it really doesn't matter if you want to use the right earbud or the left independently, and or it doesn't matter if you want to use them both in stereo mode. So I wanted to give y'all that quick connection and latency test right there. Let's take them back out, connect them back up, and you can see it flashes again, and now they're connected back in stereo mode. And just like that, it works no problem. Okay, no problems indeed. All right, now the next thing I want to do for everyone is I previously recorded a clip going over all of the Bluetooth earbud button controls. I'm going to cut in that clip right now, and then I'm going to come back with y'all and record the rest of the review. So I hope you find this next section of the video helpful, and I will see you guys on the other side. I'll be right back. Peace. All right, now in this portion of the video, I just want to take everyone through the Bluetooth earbud button controls for the Skullcandy Sesh Evo truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. So as y'all can see, I have the earbuds in my ears. I have it connected up to my Galaxy device right there, and I'm going to take my time and walk you guys and gals through the controls. Now for the Sesh Evos, you can indeed control everything. So first off, you can do play or pause with a single press on either earbud. So if I press once on the right, y'all can see the music starts playing. And if I press once on the left, you see the music pauses. And then I can also press again on the right, and the music will start playing again. So you got play and pause controls with either the right or the left earbud. Okay? Now, you also have track controls, right? So if I press and hold on the right for 2 seconds, it will take us to the next track. If I press and hold on the left for 2 seconds, it will restart the track and take us to the previous track. So let's demonstrate. So here we go. Pressing and holding on the right. 1, 2. Did I not hold it long enough? Here we go. 1, 2. There we go. And you see we go to the next track. Let's do it again. 1, 2. And you see we go to the next track. And you get a nice little beep when you do it too. Alright? And now let's restart the track and go to the previous track. So on the left, 1, 2. Restart. You got that beep. 1, 2. And we go to the previous track there. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2. Restart. 1, 2. Previous track. So again, next track, press and hold for 2 seconds on the right, you'll get a beep. Previous track, press and hold on the left for 2 seconds, you'll get a beep. It will restart the track. You do it again, you get a beep, you'll go to the previous track. So good stuff there. Now, if you want to control the volume, it's a double tap on the right for volume up and a double tap on the left for volume down. All right, let's demonstrate. So let's raise the volume up. 1, 2. Volume going up. 1, 2. Volume going up. 1, 2. Volume going up. Y'all see it right there. Let's volume down. 1, 2. Volume going down. 1, 2. Volume going down. 1, 2. Volume going down. You can see it right there. So double tap on the right for volume up. Double tap on the left for volume down. All right. And then last but certainly not least, we got two other controls. Triple tap on either the right or the left earbud to do the voice assistant. Quad tap on either the right or the left earbud to switch between the EQ modes. So let's demonstrate it here. Let's check the voice assistant. Let's ask for the weather. So missed it. 1, 2, 3. What's the weather like this evening in Palm Bay? Okay, so you can see that was a triple tap with the right. And then if I press out of the field, it restarts the music. So it automatically pauses the music and brings up the voice assistant. You can say I did that with the right. Let's do it again with the left. 1, 2, 3. What's the weather like this evening in Palm Bay? Okay. There you go. All right. So you can see you got voice assistant controls with either the right or the left earbud as long as you triple tap. All right. And then last but certainly not least, if you quad tap the earbuds, you can cycle through the EQ modes, right? So we have a music mode, we have a podcast mode, and we have a movie mode, all right? And all of these modes attempt to make the sound quality, volume, and bass better depending on what you're listening to. Now, one thing I want y'all to keep in mind is that when you turn on the EQ modes, you can't turn them off unless the earbuds die or you turn off the earbuds and turn them back on. So once you turn on the EQ modes, there's no other clicking to turn it off. So you can cycle through the 3 modes, but you can't turn them off unless the earbuds die or you put them in the case or you power off the earbuds. So let's demonstrate. Let's quad tap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it tells me with a nice audible cue, it just went into podcast mode. So if you like listening to podcasts, this will be the first mode that you use. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I did it one too many times there, my bad. So let's get out of that. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it went into movie mode there. Okay, so if you like to watch a lot of Netflix, a lot of Hulu, a lot of movies, this will be the mode you might like. And then last but certainly not least, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it went into music mode. So if you listen to a lot of music or you have special playlists, this might be the mode that you want to use. All right? And then if I do it again, it doesn't go off. It just keeps cycling between the 3 modes. So once the EQ modes are on, they're on until you power off the earbuds or put them back in the case. All right? But that takes you through the different things that you can control with the Skullcandy Sesh Evo earbuds. Now, let me pause the music. Now, along with that, you do also have one set of phone call controls. So with these Sesh Evo truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds, you can answer and end phone calls. All right? And I'll put those controls up on the screen. It's pretty self-explanatory. One tap to answer, one tap to end. It's very straightforward. Once you get the hang of it, it should be easy breezy. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this portion of the video where I walked you through the Bluetooth earbud button controls. And I hope y'all found it helpful. Now let's go ahead and jump back into the full review. Man, it's been a while since I had to record a demo like this. I really hope it comes out the way I want it to in the end. But let's jump back into the full review. Let's go. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace. All right, everyone, and we are back. And as I said earlier, I hope you guys and gals found that previous section of the video helpful. Let's continue on with the full review. So up next now, let's talk about the overall Bluetooth range and the overall Bluetooth strength on these earbuds, okay? Now again, as I stated earlier, in terms of Bluetooth technology, these earbuds have Bluetooth 5.0 built in with a standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. And I can say, based on my experience, that is spot on the money. So as long as I was within that designated range, I didn't have any issues with the overall Bluetooth range or the overall Bluetooth strength. Now, I gotta be honest with y'all, I'm a little bit spoiled by my other earbuds, so I really wanted to see more than a standard 10 meter or 33 foot range. So to me, that just means the Bluetooth on these is good. Now, if I could have gotten more than 33 feet, then these would have been really good. If I could have went out to like 100 feet, these would have been top notch. Anything over 100 feet connective range is top notch in my opinion, but these started to disconnect right outside of the 33 foot range. So these are exactly as advertised, but to me, in my opinion, and because I'm spoiled, that's just really good overall Bluetooth range. Or my mistake, good overall Bluetooth range, because it's exactly as advertised. Okay, so the overall Bluetooth range and strength on these is just good in my opinion. Let's keep it moving now. Up next, let's talk about the overall durability of these earbuds. Let's go. Now, talking about the durability, I have to say the durability on these is top notch. And y'all know that's high praise coming from me because I am Mr. Super Clumsy. So it's just a matter of time before I drop these earbuds. And I got to tell you guys and gals, I dropped these a lot. I dropped them about 5 to 7 times on different materials, okay? Here in my home, I have a combination of wood, tile, and carpet, okay? Wood in the bedrooms, tile in the bathrooms along with the carpet, and tile on certain parts of the house. Like my porch, like my side porch, so on and so forth, okay? And I dropped these on all the different materials, everything except for my pool deck. And as you can see, they are still in pristine working condition. So no dings, no dents, no cracks, and they work as if they're brand new, fresh out of the box. So that leads me to tell y'all that the overall durability on these is top notch, okay? Top notch indeed. Now, I still want to mention that you still need to be extremely careful because all it takes is one good drop and you could potentially break the earbuds. But if you're clumsy like myself, these are more apt to survive. So the overall durability on these, in my opinion, is top notch. Top notch indeed. All right, let's keep it moving now. Up next, let's now go over the overall battery life and the charge times on these earbuds, okay? Now, before we talk about my experiences and I give y'all my opinions, let's go over some manufacturer's estimates and let me let y'all know exactly how these were tested, okay? So starting off with how these were tested first. I test my earbuds at 35% volume and 50% volume respectfully, and I test them with no EQ modes engaged. Except for with these, when I was streaming my TV shows, I had to use movie mode, okay, to balance out the bass so it didn't overpower the vocals from what I was watching. So with these in particular, I did use them when I was streaming movies or TV shows with movie mode on. Other than that, okay, I did not use any other EQ modes. And as I said earlier, these were tested at 35% volume and 50% volume respectively. Okay? Now, that's how these bad boys were tested. Let's go over the manufacturer's estimates first, and then I'm going to get into my actual results, which were done with heavy usage, okay? And one thing I want to emphasize is that your guys and gals results may vary because we all use our devices and products differently, okay? Just got to point that disclaimer out there because it's not gonna, your experience is not going to exactly line up with mine because we all do things differently. It just is what it is. But let's get into these manufacturer's estimates. Let's go. Now, the manufacturer estimated that you should be able to get 5 hours on a single charge and an additional 19 hours using the charging case for a grand total of both of these together of 24 hours. All right? Or that breaks down to the charging case being able to give you almost 4 additional charges. Okay? Now, the manufacturer also stated in their user manuals that the earbuds should take about an hour to reach a full charge. Okay? And the charging case should take about 2 hours to reach a full charge, okay, via the USB Type-C charging port on the back, okay? So that goes over the manufacturer's estimates. Now let's get into my overall results, okay? Talking about the battery life, and I gotta say, I was severely disappointed by these, okay? In stereo mode, I was averaging anywhere between 3 hours and 55 minutes to 4.5 hours. So I almost always fell short of that 5-hour mark that they estimated. I just could not hit it to save my life. Not at all. Okay? And then if you include the additional charges with the case, with those numbers, that means that I was getting anywhere between about 11 hours and 45 minutes, so almost 12 hours, to just about 13 hours and 45 minutes, okay? So almost 14 hours. Again, as you can notice, that means that, again, I fell well short of the 19-hour mark that I'm supposed to be able to get with the case. And I fell well short of the 5-hour mark that I'm supposed to be able to get with the buds. I don't know what it was. I guess I'm just too heavy of a user. I don't know. Okay? Now, in independent mode, you would just take those and double them and then multiply it by the additional charges. Okay? So that 3 hours and 55 minutes, that turned into about 9.5 hours on the low end. And that 4 hours and a half turned into about 9 hours and 35 minutes on the high end. And then you just multiply that by the 3 additional charges. I was getting 3 charges. Okay. So I couldn't quite get 4, but I was getting 3 consistently from the charging case. So yet again, I don't know why this kept happening to me with these earbuds, but I couldn't quite get the 4 charges that the manufacturers estimated. I was getting 3 consistently. So if you do the math, that 9.5 multiplied by 3, that gave me just about 28 hours and change. And that 9 hours and about 35 minutes gave me about 28 hours and 54 minutes. Okay? In independent mode. So using the earbuds one after the other and then dropping the buds in the case when they needed to charge. All right. So that goes over my experiences with the overall battery life and the charging case. Now let's get into charge times. Now, as I said earlier, the manufacturer estimated that the buds would take about an hour to reach a full charge. For me, they was reaching a full charge in about 55 minutes. So really good charge speeds with the buds, okay? Also, the manufacturer estimated that the charging case should charge up in about 2 hours. For me, with my fast chargers, I have fast chargers all throughout my home, it was charging up in about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Okay, so well under 2 hours and well under 1 hour for the buds. So that's really good overall charge times for the charging case and top-notch charge times for the buds. Okay, top-notch indeed. Okay, so that goes over my overall charge times with the charging case, and that goes over my overall charge times with the buds. Now, I also want to point out what's going to happen when the buds battery is low, and what's going to happen when the buds are fully charged and the charging case is low. All right, now when the buds battery is low, you're going to see a red flashing LED right here. Let me get that to focus. And you're going to get 2 audible low battery notifications, okay? And they're going to be about 7 minutes apart. So it's going to get down to a low battery, like 10% left. It's going to tell you low battery, please charge. 7 minutes later, it's going to tell you low battery, please charge again. And then it's going to power off. Now, when you're charging the buds, right? Now, 2 ways that you could tell the buds are fully charged. Way number 1, with them in the charging case here, you can leave the charging case open, and when the buds are fully charged, the red LED here will just turn off. That's how you know the buds are fully charged. Okay? Way number 2, with the charging case closed. Okay? When the buds are charging, you will see you'll get a flashing white LED. When the buds are fully charged, that will stay solid and it will power off all the LEDs. Okay, so these earbuds are already fully charged, so you can see it did a quick top-up charge and then it powered off. Okay, so that's how you can tell when the earbuds is fully charged, just looking at the case itself. Or if you want to leave the lid open so you can tell when the buds are actually fully charged, you just wait for the LEDs to turn off. Okay? So those are the 2 ways where you could tell that the buds are fully charged. All right. Now, when the case is dead, right, you'll get a flashing white LED right here. Okay? When the case is fully charged, you'll see this right here. So all the LEDs will be fully lit. Okay? Okay. So that goes over how you can tell when the buds are charged and when the case is charged, and or how you can tell when the buds are charged inside of the case, or you can tell that the buds are charged with the case lid open. All right? So now that officially goes over the charge times and the battery life of the buds themselves. Now let's keep it moving. Let's go. Okay, up next now, I just want to briefly summarize the positives and the negatives of these earbuds. Then we're going to get into the last part of this video where I talk about the pricing, the overall availability, and I give you guys and gals my final thoughts and an overall recommendation. So if you watch no other part of this full review, as long as you watch the positives and negatives section, you should get an overall general idea of how I feel about the buds themselves and or if they're worth it. Okay, and as I always say, I'll have a full list of the positives and the negatives for the buds thrown up in post. And if I forget a positive and or a negative, please forgive me because I am not perfect and I never claim to be. And or if you experience a positive and or a negative, please leave that feedback of the buds down below in the comments. All feedback, as always, is greatly appreciated. And remember to keep it respectful, please. All right, so let's do this. Let's get into these summarizations of these positives first. Positive number 1, the overall build quality and design of the earbuds is top notch. Okay. Positive number 2, these earbuds have a really solid core feature set. Not extremely solid because I would like to see a few more features on these, but really solid core feature set. Okay. Positive number 3, the overall sound quality on these is good. The overall volume on these is top notch, and the overall bass on these is really good. Okay. Positive number 4, the microphone performance on these, i.e. the mic quality, is top notch. No issues with the mics on these earbuds. Okay. Positive number 5, the overall Bluetooth range and strength on these is exactly as advertised, so it's good in my overall opinion. Okay. Positive number 6, the overall durability of these earbuds is top notch, and that's high praise coming from Mr. Super Clumsy. Okay, so top-notch durability with these earbuds. Okay, positive number 6, the charge times of the buds are top-notch. The charge times of the case are good. Okay, can it be improved? Yes, but for what they are, it's top-notch for the buds and really good for the charging case. And our last positive on these these bad boys are available at some really good prices. We're going to talk about the pricing and availability in a few minutes here. Okay, that goes over all the positives. Now let's jump into the negatives. Okay, the major negative that I experienced with these has to be the overall battery life. Okay, 4 to just about 4.5 hours, that really doesn't cut it for me. And battery life is one of the most important things for me because I use these earbuds for just about everything. And you don't know how embarrassing it was to be on an important business call and have my earbuds die and be like, oh, I apologize, sir. Give me a second. Let me put you on speaker. My earbuds died. Or, oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. My earbuds died. Let me put you on speaker so we can continue the conversation. You don't know how embarrassing that is. So the fact that the battery life on these are so bad, that's almost a deal breaker in my opinion. And the overall battery life on these definitely needs some improvements. Okay? You should really be hitting a minimum of 10 hours or better with your Bluetooth accessories nowadays. So 4.5 hours, not gonna cut it. So that's major negative number 1. And then the rest of the negatives just are my usual gripes, except for one. So another big negative here is that there is, and I know it's gonna be funny to hear me say this, but there's too much bass on these out of the box. Okay, out of the box, the bass on these needs to be balanced so it doesn't overpower the vocals depending on what you're doing. Okay, so Skullcandy, you need to have a balanced setting on these out of the box. Now that could have been alleviated if I was able to use the Skullcandy app with the Sesh Evos, which I'm not able to do. The Skullcandy app is not compatible with these Sesh Evos right here. Okay, so I couldn't go into the app and manually balance out the bass because these Sesh Evos are not supported in the Skullcandy application. Come on, Skullcandy, that's just mean. So you need to bring app compatibility to your lower end earbuds, i.e. the Sesh Evos need to have app compatibility. So I need to see that improvement added. And the bass needs to be balanced. Okay? So that's major negative number 2. Other than that, all the other negatives are pretty much my usual gripes. So if you saw any of my other Bluetooth earbud videos, you already know what I'm about to say. I would love to see a built-in LED readout display for the charging case and the battery charged on the buds. Okay, that alleviates all the guesswork in my opinion. All right, something similar to these right here. Videos coming soon. You can see the lava beans got that LED readout display, so I know how much charge is left on the case and how much charge is on the buds. So all the guesswork is gone with these buds right here. So Skullcandy need to integrate something like that into these right here. Okay, especially if your competition in the price point has that feature, then you should have that feature. Okay, So I would like to see a built-in LED readout display. Okay. Now the next negative on these is I would like to see wireless charging. Okay, no wireless charging on the earbud charging case. None. Okay, again, for the competition Skullcandy to have wireless charging, that means you should have wireless charging too. Okay? And I've covered a variety of different earbuds in this price point that have wireless charging built into the charging case. So Skullcandy, come on. I would love to have seen wireless charging built into the charging case on these earbuds right here. Come on, that's another big negative right there. Okay? Other than that, I really want the charging case and the buds to charge at the same speed. So if the buds charge up in about an hour, the case needs to charge up in about an hour, and vice versa. Okay? So the charging speeds for the charging case definitely need to be improved. All right. That goes over the overall negatives with these buds, and I do believe that summarizes the positives and the negatives of these buds. So let's move on now to the final category. Let's do this. So last but certainly not least, let's talk about the overall pricing, the overall availability. Let me give you guys and gals my final thoughts and an overall recommendation. Okay? And I do want to apologize. I have to correct myself from the unboxing video that was a few weeks ago. Okay? Now, in the unboxing video, I said you can get these earbuds for as low as $25. That is true. I also said you can get these earbuds for as high as $40. That is not true. Okay? In brand new, mint condition, unopened, you can get these earbuds for 50 bucks. So my mistake, I made a $10 mistake. I'm sorry. Okay? Now, that being said, at that price point, can I recommend these earbuds? Okay? Now, as long as you're okay with the negatives that I mentioned and they're not deal breakers for you, then I would have to say yes. So again, as long as you're okay with really bad battery life, okay, no wireless charging built into the charging case, no LED readout display, okay, then have at it. Okay, it's your money at the end of the day. You spend it your way. Okay, have it your way, spend it your way. Y'all see what I did there? But for me, you really don't want to spend more than $40 for these earbuds. Are they worth 50 bucks? Nah, I don't think so. You definitely don't want to spend more than $40 on these. If you can get them in used really good or used refurbished condition for 25 bucks, oh yeah, go ahead and pick these up. Okay? As I said, you're going to really enjoy the microphone performance. The fit is top notch. And if you're a bass lover like myself, you're going to really enjoy these. Okay? Other than that, if you're a movie watcher like myself and you love binge watching TV shows, then you may notice that the bass is a little bit overpowering out of the box without putting these in movie mode. So that again is another major negative. But as I said, as long as you can deal with the negatives that I pointed out, then yes, I can recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick these up. Okay, so now it's time to answer the all-important question before we get up out of here. Okay, am I going to be keeping these earbuds? Unfortunately, no. So although I gotta send a big shout out and a big thank you to my cousin for mailing these out to me and giving me the chance to review them and share my opinions. Thank you, cuz. I really do appreciate it. Am I going to be keeping these? No. Okay. Most likely I'll probably sell them to put the funds back into the channel so I can keep bringing you guys and gals content, or I'll give them away to a friend. If that friend buys a phone from me, I'll give them away with the phone. So they'll get a phone and a free set of earbuds. Okay? But most likely I'm going to end up selling these so I can put the funds back into the channel, because you know we got to keep the content flowing around here. But again, thank you, cuz, for giving me this opportunity. Y'all don't know how long it's been since I took a look at some Skullcandy products. And Skullcandy was one of my favorites. Okay? So I really do hold them to higher regards, more higher regards than I hold any other company, because they were one of my favorites. So honestly, I'm feeling mighty disappointed right now. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this full review of the Skullcandy Sesh Evo truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. As always, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video, and I hope y'all found it helpful. If you did indeed enjoy the video and or you found it helpful, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. As always, if you guys and gals would like to see more content like this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure you check off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. And also, please make sure you follow me across all the social media platforms. I'll link up all my social medias down below. This way you're guaranteed to get notified when new videos get published on the channel, because we all know how bad YouTube notifications are. Come on, YouTube, take care of that. So if you want to make sure you always get notified when I publish new content, please follow me on all the social medias. I'll link them up down below in the video description. That being said, as I said earlier, if this video piqued your interest and you would like to know where you can pick up these earbuds for some really great prices, all the affiliated purchasing links for these earbuds will be linked up down below in the video description as well. And as the name implies, those are affiliated links. So when you guys and gals use those links, I do get a small percentage of kickback that I do put back into the channel so I can keep bringing you guys and gals content. But that's at no additional cost to you guys and gals. So that's a win-win for everyone, in my opinion. Okay? So as I said earlier, down below in the video description will truly be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Also, I'll put a recommended set of Skullcandy earbuds down below in the video description as well. A set of earbuds that I recommend that Skullcandy sells over the Sesh Evos. And what is that recommendation? I would actually recommend the Skullcandy Grind over the Skullcandy Sesh Evos right here. And the Skullcandy Grind can be found for about $60 to $80. So you spend about $10 more, you get a lot better battery life, and most importantly, you get app compatibility. Okay? So if the bass is overpowering out of the box, you sync it up in the app and you dial it up just the way you want it. So I can actually recommend the Skullcandy Grind over the Skullcandy Sesh Evos. I'll link that up down below in the video description as well, along with the purchasing links for the Skullcandy Sesh Evos. Alright? Now, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I hope y'all found it helpful. I hope everyone is having a great day. And most importantly, I hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there, because it's getting really crazy out here in the world today. So please, everyone, stay safe. Enjoy the content, and I will catch you guys and gals on the next one. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Peace.
I wake up every minute with the